Hello everybody, it's Mark Rankin, your assistant professional here at Weymouth Golf Club. I hope everyone is safe and well. Today we're here to go through a second lockdown lessons on putting. First time we had a little look at the setup when you're using a putter and how you can improve that to enhance your putting. Today we're going to be looking a little bit more at the stroke and seeing how we can get the best performance out of your putting just by improving a few little things in the putting stroke. So without further ado, let's get started. So there's three things that we're going to tackle today when we're looking at the putting stroke. The first thing we're going to tackle is a real big problem that I see in a lot of golfers that I teach, and really for me it's one of the biggest things that will help improve your putting, especially if you're leaving your putt short. So let's get started. So what I see quite often is a lot of golfers, when they're hitting putts, they'll have a very short backswing and yet they have a very long follow through. Okay, the problem with that is by having such a short backswing, it encourages us to have to push and put effort into the putting stroke, which really we don't want to do. We really want to have equal either side in terms of distance that the putter travels this way is the exact same as the distance the putter travels this way. So let me give you an example. So I've got a 15-foot putt. My putter travels that far back on the way back, and it travels that far forward on the way through. And really that's important. So the main thing I'd want to tackle and really want to see is making sure that the backstroke is far enough back, because that's the biggest problem that we see. I don't see a lot of people that have a short follow through, but it's mainly the backstroke that we want to tackle. So a really good way to do this is simply, if you've got a tee at home, just pop a tee out and just pop it a distance where it encourages you to have to swing that putter all the way back. So for me it's a couple of putter heads outside that right foot. All right, and really all I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a couple of putting motions, making sure that my putter is getting all the way back there. And really what that's going to do is it's going to stop you from having to make that pushing action on the way through, which is really hard to control the distance then. And more importantly, it's going to make sure that you've got a long enough backstroke to have a long enough follow through to get the distance spot on. So really important, really good way to make sure that we get those putts going to the hole. Okay, so second thing that I want to work on, which again it also affects the distance that you hit your putts, is your centerness of strike. That's whereabouts you hit the golf ball and the putter. Now if you had a driver in your hands, or if you had an iron in your hands and you hit it quite far off the toe of the club, or you hit it quite far off the heel of the club, you'd notice quite a substantial loss of distance. Okay, now when we get to putting, you don't really think that through, or you don't really think, if I hit this off the toe it's going to come up short, if I hit this off the heel it's going to come up short. But it does in fact happen. Okay, just like a driver, just like an iron, if you're hitting the ball with this part of the club, the ball's not going to travel as far, there's not going to be as much speed off the club face, and it's going to come up short. Likewise if you hit the ball with this part of the club. So for me it's really important that we're making sure we hit it right off the middle of the club. So again, a really good way to get this done, couple of tees. Okay, and all you're going to do is you're going to make sure that the tees are just a little bit wider than your putter. So you can see I've got a little bit of a gap there, I've got a little bit of a gap there. Okay, I'm just going to pop the ball directly in the middle, and the aim is really just to make a nice putting stroke and just to miss those two tees but hit the ball. Okay, let's give it a go. So you can see I didn't hit the tees. What that's telling me is that that ball is coming right off the middle of the club face. If we were to hit this tee on the right, you'd be finding that the ball would be nearer the heel of the putter. Okay, if we hit this tee on the left, we'd be finding that the golf ball would be hitting nearer off the toe of the putter. So again, it's really important that you know, when you're doing this, that you just miss these tees. It's going to help to improve that centerness of strike. It's going to make sure that that golf ball gets all the way there. So really, really good way to make sure that we're hitting it right out of the middle of the club face, and a really good way to make sure that ball's getting all the way to the hole. So my third and final tip that I'm going to give you today goes all the way to the actual putting stroke now, and this is, again, is probably the most important part of the putt. So what I quite often see when I see people putting is I quite often see a lot of people using their hands, okay, because they get the feeling that there's a lot more feel with the hands. And if you remember in my last video, I said that really when we come to putting, we want to make sure that we're using our shoulders, and that it's really the shoulders that do all the work, and that's absolutely true. So a really good way to make sure that we're using our shoulders is, again, just get a tea towel, fold it up, wrap them underneath your armpits like so, and again, just going to hit a couple of balls away. And what this is doing is it's making sure that we're engaging these shoulders. We're making sure that our arms don't come out of this, our arms don't lift up, and that the tea towel is really staying stationary, and it's just going to help you to get that feeling of just engaging the shoulders in the putting stroke. Really, really good way to do that. Okay, so again, you know, you can hit loads of putts doing this, and it's just going to ensure that that putting stroke is just purely shoulders, and that you're getting that pendulum-like motion that we're looking for. Okay, give it a go at home, let us know how you get on. So that concludes our second lockdown lessons putting video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Practice this really hard at home. It will certainly improve you for when we're up and running again and the course is open. So just keep practicing hard, like I say. Join us next time where we'll be setting you guys a putting challenge for you to do at home. So look out for the video. And in the meantime, stay safe and stay at home.